reasons why I love you, and none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81. Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time. It's rock and roll till I...
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this edition of the video log. I'm very happy and feeling very blessed to be having Angela Moncur as a guest on the show today. Angie is the candidate for Bay of Plenty for Advance New Zealand. Welcome, Angie. How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah, very well. Thank you, Tristan.
Yeah. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule with only 8 days to the election to, exciting times to share with us. And I think it's really important 8 days out to the election for us to be well informed, to know the options we have with this. This is such an important election. So yeah, a big thank you. And I've really been enjoying your videos you've been doing and posting on Facebook. You seem very outdoorsy. Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. So you're a mother of 3 boys, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. And three grandsons?
I do have, yeah. Beautiful.
I have 3 grandchildren also. You look too young to have grandchildren.
Good, you're heading in the right direction. Thank you.
Yeah. And you're passionate about mental health and well-being, also outdoor activities. Mm-hmm.
Yep, the environment.
Yeah.
And our curbing freedoms are a concern, and along with my passions. So yes.
Yeah.
A number of things that probably too many to go through today, but certainly we can pick out a few and go over them. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
And you've been involved. You're a facilitator for the You Are Not Alone mental health and wellness program.
Yes, for about 2 years now, I've been facilitating a mental health support group, You Are Not Alone, BOP. Mm-hmm. We run out of an office or a building room out of the historic village in Tauranga. Mm-hmm. So I've been running that regularly. So since the mental health roadshow ran through the country under the Labour, when Mr. Dern ordered an inquiry into the mental health situation in New Zealand, and that's where I went along and was really shocked at what I saw and what I heard, and that's what sprung up from there.
Oh, very good. So, and you're very well read and you're passionate. I get that sense of the passion that you bring to the candidacy, putting your hat in the ring, standing up for Advance New Zealand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's many of us in Tauranga and the Greater Bay of Plenty who seem to have banded together and show their concerns. And I was so concerned what was going on out there. I thought, we need to do something. Why isn't anyone doing anything? Someone needs to stand up. And of course, we all have our own individual choices to stand up, but nothing was coming together. Then I saw Billy on TV sort of just during and coming out of the lockdown. And he was a man that was standing up with a voice that made a lot of sense. It was almost like he came out of the woodwork at the right time when a lot of us were waking up in the lockdown. And the lockdown to me was a time of reflection and rest, and it was a gift. And a lot of my downtime in the lockdown was used looking through videos and reading and listening to what had been going on out there. And I realized things had been going on for so long, decades, in fact, that was a real shock. It was a real shock to me. But on the other hand, I kind of understood and felt that I'd already known that, but had dismissed a lot of things because I was too busy. And I think that's the thing, really. Everyone just gets too busy, being busy in life and running families and getting out, doing things and having fun in our lives, actually, that we missed a lot of it. We missed a lot of what was going on around us. So that inspired me to find the support groups in my area and join them. And then I found out there were no candidates in our area, and I thought, that can't be. We've got a big catchment area. We must do something about this. So I just put my hat in the ring then and applied. And then Daniel Crozer, our other candidate for Tauranga is awesome guy. We're really good comrades in freedom fighting. We both kind of applied around the same time. So he got Tauranga, and I particularly wanted to come into the Bay of Plenty, being maybe to do with more of the land and the bigger catchment area too, because I'm so concerned what's going on in our environment.
Yes.
So that sort of led me down that track.
Yeah.
So I was really wrapped and very excited to get into this role.
Yeah. And I think that's how it has been for a lot of Kiwis. Having that time during the lockdown was a time of awakening, a time of, seeing, things have been exposed to us that maybe were hidden, and we weren't quite aware that the totalitarian tiptoe had progressed so far.
Yeah.
And, with this people's movement, the Advance New Zealand Party, there's such a groundswell of support for them at this time. I think it's partly due to that awakening that happened during that lockdown time. That segues in nicely to a question. We've been under a lot of media fear-based negative attack. Mental health and wellness has been on top of a lot of Kiwi consciousness, with unemployment rising, a lot of stresses and strains on family. What ways would you in Advance New Zealand, what could you see to support and improve our current state of our mental health system?
Well, it seems quite simple to me. We will carry on doing what we're already doing. We are now leading by example. We're not waiting to get across the line and do something. We're not waiting to get your permission out there for us to go ahead and do something to help improve it. We're doing it now. We're giving you permission to step up and to speak your truth. And if you are finding yourself in hard times and difficult financial situations that you've never had before, I totally understand that's humiliating, but I want you to know we are all one and the same kind of people. We all hurt the same way, and we can make things in life the way we want to, and develop a more robust attitude. And I'd like to say to people that Advance NZ really does embrace family values, good values of transparency and accountability. We can't allow these others out there to take over our lives in such a insensitive and a destructive way, because this is not what's good for all. And I'm all about the people for the people. I really care about what's going on in our communities, and I can see clearly that it's not working. So we bring to the table sensible, intelligent, well thought out, factual data, sensible solutions that we could come in and not tell you what to do, but ask you, hey, what do you want? How can we help you? This is our time in 2020. We've only got a few months left. We've got the election next week. And I feel the election, there's a lot more bigger things going on than just the election, but it's a critical time for us to tell you we are stepping up. We are showing you what we're made of. We are going to do the talk and walk the walk with you. Stand there as your support team. I will fight for you because that is the right thing to do. What has been going on is not working. And I have enough experience to understand of working in, and it's a volunteer position I do. Working in with the mental health support group it's been very humbling, because it's given me a lot of possibilities of ideas that are working, that I've been able to try holistic and alternative ways, asking people in my group to start bringing themselves back into centre and minding their own business. It's all these little cliches that make so much sense. So simple steps. Don't allow everyone else inside your head to tell you what to do and scare you about what's going on. There is somewhere in you this rod of truth that you can hold on to that makes you who you are. And no matter how different, like I embrace, and a lot of us in Advance NZ embrace your differences. I love and enjoy the differences that we are. I acknowledge it, and I honour that we're all great individual people with our own thoughts, and not one solution and not one set of rules will suit everyone. And that's why it's so important that we have this responsibility, or not responsibility, we have this means of a platform to discuss things, and not be lorded over, have an equal standing of what is working and make those choices. And bringing in a robust, simple platform, like an advocacy platform, and bringing in the best of everything, see what is working as opposed to what's not working, bring in what's constructive as opposed to what's destructive. Instead of scaring people, let's bring some really good ideas to the table of looking after your health, looking after your nutrition, looking after planting things in your own gardens, and bringing people back to the idea of becoming a lot more self-sufficient, caring about your own health. And I'd be all about not telling you, but saying, here are the things that are working. Let's try these things out. And let's become a lot more caring and loving in our approach, and watch how we use our words. When we're in the media and we present stories, it's really important to be responsible in the way we say words, because they carry vibration that we feel. We feel it. And so if we're not coming from an authentic place, people can feel it and feel a little bit threatened. That's not helpful. So we've got to go looking at better ways of speaking, better ways of doing, and better ways of implementing, and keep tracking that to see if that's working.
I liked what you were saying about, and I think people are resonating with people that are speaking authentically from their truth. They're speaking from their heart and people are resonating with that vibration of truth and honesty, as opposed to, just cookie cutter kind of things that are coming out. And I also liked what you said about the holistic approach to mental health and wellness. The going inside some internal work, the diet, environment, the company, the company we keep. All of these things are components to build someone up and keep someone in a mentally healthy state. So I resonated with you when you were saying that, because it's not just about giving medication or there's so many other components to it that need to be brought in a holistic way. So thank you.
Definitely.